Before I proceed, I'm sure all of us know how popular Reels are these days because we are constantly engaging with Reels on Instagram. So before we proceed, Mr. Chopra, may I ask you something before we proceed? So I was just telling our audience, I think they're well aware of this fact that we know how popular Reels are because we are constantly and consistently engaging with it. Could you please tell us what kind of growth are Reels seeing in India?
Sorry. In India right now, 50% of the time that people are spending on Instagram and Facebook is actually consuming video, and a lot of that is on Reels. So fundamentally, it's become a format or a way that people can find what their passions are, and for our creators and influencers across the platform, it gives them a wonderful opportunity to reach new audiences. I start saying this more and more now. Reels is not what India is.
Yes, Mr. Jitesh Pillai, editor Filmfare, please share his thoughts.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think Deepak and Manish have pretty much spoken. Quickly, 2 points. 109 years of Indian cinema. Filmfare turns 70 this year. And we're happy to have chronicled the excellence in cinema since 1952, out of which 20 years I've been a part of, so I'm very, very happy. And it's really straddling so many mediums. I mean, the 60s we started with the South Awards, and I think 64 it was, and 1953, 54 we started the main awards, and we really sort of chronicled the changing times of the Bollywood, the regional landscape, Bollywood landscape, and it's been an extremely amazing journey for me. The Filmfare Awards are associated with a lot of memories. As a rookie reporter, seeing Akshay Kumar doing Tu Cheez Badi Hai Mast Baaz, and Rekha Ji's first performance at the Filmfare Award, Sri Devi Ji's first performance at the Filmfare Awards. For me, it's the moments. Dilip Saab presenting Lata Mangeshkar with the Lifetime Achievement Award. For me, the moments really are what Filmfare was, and the wonderful performances. It was amazing. The kind of memory we have. It's really been part of our landscape, and it makes me feel very happy. And also, it's interesting, from movies to OTT to regional, we have sort of straddled all the various genres of filmmaking. And it's beautiful. Again, I say Filmfare, 70 years, more power to Filmfare. And this is a baby boy who came into my office with a lot of Nutella for me, and I think some 20 tubs of Nutella. So he's really special. I mean, I remember him doing cartwheels with Shah Rukh after he won his first. This is I think 2011. So we've got a very fine, I have very, very fond memories of our host with the most, Ranveer Singh. I hope for your continued support in the years to come. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, I think before we move forward, Jitesh, would you like to have a conversation with our superstar who's here with us today?
I thought I need him to say something first, but let me ask him.
I have a lot to say. सर एक पहले बताओ, अगर मैं ज्यादा रील्स बनाना शुरू करूं मेरी फॉलोइंग बढ़ जाएगी?
बिल्कुल बढ़ेगी।
एल्गोरिदम से हेल्प मिलेगी?
बिल्कुल मिलेगी।
चलो सुन लो पब्लिक,
फोटोज भी डाल दे रही है।
मेटा के कर्ता धर्ता ने बोला है, अगर आप ज्यादा रील्स बनाओगे तो आपकी फॉलोइंग बढ़ेगी।
आप फोटो
किस टाइप के बनाने चाहिए सर?
हर तरह के रील्स।
म्यूजिकल?
बिल्कुल। Music is very big. Music is big, but dance is very big, and remixing or collaboration is something that's really helping.
कोलैबोरेशन बोले तो
अगर आप किसी क्रिएटर के साथ कोलैबोरेट करें,
पॉइंट नोटेड माय लॉर्ड। अब देखना रील पे रील। सर आपका शो इस बार जैसे होने वाला है पहले कभी नहीं हुआ होगा। My intention is to create a memorable night for our audience, our beloved fraternity, celebrate excellence in films, and do justice to the glorious Filmfare. The glorious Filmfare. 70 years. 20 of them with you. 20 years. एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए यार. Stalwart of entertainment journalism, Mr. Jitesh Pillai, who has seen me from my first day, who has watched my baby steps in Hindi films. So kindly put me on the cover in just my debut year. Jitesh, I must tell you here today on a public platform, I don't think I've mentioned it, or I appreciate you enough. When you put me on the cover in my first year, just after Band Baaja Bharat, I remember the tagline ever so clearly. Singh is king. Ranveer Singh takes the industry by storm. It meant a lot to me. It was a pat on the back from somebody who is very senior, and it gave me a lot of encouragement and a lot of motivation. You were 19 years old. What do you mean you saw Akshay Kumar doing two cheese badiya mat? What do you mean?
I was a rookie reporter.
And you were on the set, or you saw it
on the Filmfare stage?
On the Filmfare stage. And what have been some of your most memorable film fairs?
Hello, this is a Q&A. I have to ask.
Sorry, okay. मेरे हाथ में mic देना dangerous है जी. I can just go on. Stage दो, mic दो, entertainment show बन जाएगा. This all I need is a stage and a mic. दीदी आप मुझे लेके जाने के लिए आएंगी? ठीक है, कॉफी दे रही है. Thank you so much. मुझे लगा आप mic छीन लोगी. Thank you. So yes, I am all set for your questions. But I want to tell you all how excited I am to be hosting Filmfare Awards for the first time. I've performed a few times. I won the Filmfare Award a few times, and let me tell you some of my most cherished memories of my life have been on those nights, the nights of Filmfare. You know, when I won for Bajirao Mastani Best Actor, my idol, the guy who made me want to be an actor, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, was sitting there in the first row. I don't have words to explain to you how much that meant to me. When I won for Gully Boy, I received the trophy from Madhuri Dixit. That was again a life moment for me. To have Deepika, her parents, in the audience, to win Best Actor when she won Best Actress for Piku. Our family was there. They're very fondly remembered, cherished memories, emotional life moments for me and the people who I love the most. There is some magic around Filmfare. There's some magic around the Filmfare Awards, and it's inexplicable, which is why I'm ever so excited to be hosting this time. I think my personal favorite was when Shah Rukh sir and Saif sir hosted. It was one of the more entertaining ones. And I have my long-time partner in crime, my dearest Baba, Arjun Kapoor, who I'm going to be hosting with. So we are, the entire team actually is putting in a whole lot of work, and hopefully we create entertainment extravaganza. I'm really thrilled with the lineup, sir. Some really talented artists have been cast as the performers for the show. And I'm really looking forward to being on stage and celebrating excellence in Hindi films. Excellence in Hindi films से याद आया, आपको मुझे कुछ पूछना है?
Siddhi answered half my questions already. I'm still asking you.
Stage or mic, those are dangerous.
Okay, my first question, which you've already stolen, but still I'll ask you. Tell me your childhood memories of Filmfare.
My childhood memories of Filmfare, I couldn't wait. I've always told people of how I've always been a filmy bacha. You know, like really filmy. Watching movies on VHS, 90s baby, and we didn't have the internet or phones, so it was the physical copy that used to come home. And the day it came, my God, I used to sit down with it and go through every page I used to read it cover to cover multiple times. I used to cut out pictures and keep them. So I've been reading Filmfare since my childhood. It's very exciting, especially the awards issue, and especially those anniversary issues. You know, the special issues are indeed special. I'm sure you've had to do with many of them. No? So yeah, the premiere, how do you say it? The premiere film entity, I would say.
Thank you for all that fulsome praise. Tell me about your Filmfare Award moments.
Filmfare Award moments, I'll never forget. The first time I was performing on Band Baaja Bharat songs. I just made my debut, nervous as hell, and I was performing Tarkeebein, and it was designed such that my picture was on the AV and it would reveal itself, and suddenly I would turn and boom, start performing. And I remember the reveal happened, I turned around and I made the novice mistake of not peeking into the audience to just get a vibe. So when I turned around, the first person I see was Amitabh Bachchan. I was like, oh. I completely forgot all my steps, and then I caught it later. So that performance, Anushka and I were performing on Band Baaja Bharat. So my first ever performance, winning Best Debut was a huge moment for me. Validation, be on the stage of all stages, being honored for my work in my first film was immensely encouraging and motivating.